Welcome to Tales from the Brick, where we tell the stories behind our favorite plastic bricks. I am John, aka 8-Bit Bricks, and this week we are joined by LEGO Masters Season 3 contestant, Liz Puleo. How are you doing, Liz?
I'm fantastic. I love that pronunciation of my last name. That's an excellent take on it.
Did I screw up the last name?
Yeah, it's Puleo, but that's fabulous.
Puleo.
You made it sound sophisticated, but no, so happy to be here. Legoland has been a ways away, and I'm happy to come back down here.
Well, there's always room for you among the Lego enthusiasts.
I know. I feel so loved. Thank you.
So let's see where the love started. How did you initially get into Lego?
It was more I was initially not allowed to get into Lego. That's how that happened. I happened to have an older brother who was obsessed. Don't know where I get it from. And he had an entire basement full of Lego and a giant Lego city. And this is, the 80s. So nothing fancy, like everything's still basic brick. And he still had our whole city. He had some of Boston in there, and it was up on a platform on 2x4s. And the cats used to play through it and knock over poles and stuff. It was amazing. I wanted to play with it, and I was not allowed in the basement. So I grew obsessed with not being allowed to play with Lego. And then when I had my own kids, I was like, oh my God, I can play with Lego now.
So you got to finally do it when you had your offspring to play with Lego with.
It was kind of like I'd forgotten it existed. And then when my son got really into it, I was like, wait, I actually know about this stuff. I've been seeing building in the bag for years. I knew that the brittle brown ones were awful. I know that great. Like I had all this hidden Lego knowledge that just was like, it came out and it was amazing. I got to use it.
You're like watching the videos and reading the articles, but not actually playing with the Lego?
No, I was just afraid. So I remember in the 80s, I had a kit. I still have, oh my God, I bought a replica because I'm a giant nerd. It's the blue open like Lego bin, right? And the whole thing's hard plastic. And I had just basic bricks. And the only thing I could make was pyramids because I was so intimidated by what my brother built. I felt like I could never build it that good. And then because he never used sets. So like he had sets, but he was always a like mock builder, I guess. And that's why I was intimidated. And then when the sets came around, I was like, okay, I have to build it exactly the way the set says. So mock building to me was terrifying. So I did play with it, but I built it as the sets.
Okay. So what is the first set that brought you back?
The Disney Castle.
And so you're not even starting small.
I don't do anything small. I'm go big or go home. As my family likes to say, we don't half-ass, we whole ass. And sorry, I didn't ask about profanity earlier.
Tisk.
Sorry. But so after my son got into Lego and I started building all of his Lego and being like, this is kind of fun. Like these instructions I can actually follow. It's not, here's an owl, here's the first line of the owl, draw the owl, which is how the old Lego instructions were for me. Very intimidating. Yeah. So the Disney Castle was incredible. I built that sucker in 8 hours.
Wow, that's just drilling through it.
Yeah, I got it. I mean, and it was the funniest thing because my mom had bought the Disney Castle for my brother and had it shipped to my house. My husband bought the Disney Castle for me and had it shipped to her house. So we both got the Disney Castle that year. It was hilarious. My brother and I both got the Disney Castle. And that was the first set that I ever got for me. That like was my set. That was a gift to me, not someone else's that I helped build. It was mine.
It was all yours.
So my brother and I kind of built it together, but I finished way before him. Like it's like I had all Christmas break and I was like, oh, okay, I'll just span it out, do a couple of bags at night, after the kids go to bed. I literally built till probably 2 a.m. the first night. And then I barely 4 hours the next morning. I'm like, and we're done. Because I probably started at 10 and then I stopped at 2. And and then I was like, I gotta go to bed. And then I got up and I was like, I'm just gonna bang it out. Like, this is great. But I remember calling him panicking because I was left over with pieces. Because it was my first set I've ever built. And I'm like, there's extra pieces. And he's like, yeah, it's in case you drop one, dumbass. And then because that's what my brother says. So end of my first Lego set story.
And it's just such a loving relationship with him,
Mhm.
and your Lego journey.
He won't let me steal it. Like, I go to his house and he has thousands sorted meticulously. And I'm like, oh my God, you have this arch that I need. And he's like, don't you dare take it. He knows every piece in his collection.
That's a little obsessive, but
Yep.
I
He's
think
like,
we
don't
all
take
know
it.
people like that.
Oh my God. I'm like, can I take this? Can I take this? And he's like, no, you can't. Like, he used to work at Toys R Us. So he still has like displays from there. He
Oh,
has
wow.
all of their like unique opportunities. It is Lego heaven at that house. Let me tell you. You think mine's good? Whew. That's nothing.
You'll have to record a tour of it one day so we can all
If he ever
experience it.
lets me back in, I may have solid pieces. I'm banned.
Yeah, it's like getting a tour of the Legoland Master Builders area,
Well, I go
which
there all the
is.
time.
Oh no, I've been touring through there, and they're like, check out these pieces, and I want to walk away with full pockets. Like, I'm
Oh
not gonna
no.
lie.
All the translucent colors that aren't in actual sets.
Yeah, all the cue parts. Yeah, where I'm talking to one of them, and he's just like, "Here, check out this clear Technic axle." It's
Yep.
like, I want one of those.
They had such cool parts and translucent. I'm like, can I just have a couple?
Yeah, it's a little, tempting when you're there.
Yeah.
Because, I am friendly with them, so I get to talk to them and tour and whatever.
You
when
live
I
a heck of
visit.
a lot closer than I do.
I'm about an hour away.
Yeah, I'm 3.5.
Well, so I go probably once or twice a season to visit Legoland New York. I don't really need much more than that.
I think we went a year ago. We went April a year ago was the last time we were there.
All right.
We didn't go over the summer at all, I don't think.
We went once in the summer and once to check out the Christmas decorations last year.
How were Christmas? We haven't seen Christmas. We were there for opening season one year, but not Christmas because it was cold.
I think the opening, I went with you that one time, but
yeah, weren't you there? I'm like, I think you were there.
I was there once with you. But yeah, Christmas is cool.
I think I've been at least 6 times, which is a lot. I think that's a lot because that place is expensive.
Yes.
Fun, but expensive. Like, I stay there. You don't stay there. You go, you shop, you do the thing. No, we go and we stay. It's a lot.
Yeah. Oh, I know, but it's cool. It's all Christmas decorations made out of Lego, trees and ornaments and everything. It's what you'd expect.
I want
Miniland
one of
has
those aluminum trees so bad. I want one of
I'll-
those. I just want to plunk it in my front yard, but I know it'll get stolen.
Well, I'll distract the master builders. You grab it. We'll see what happens.
You just see me waddling out of there with a big aluminum tree.
Yes, and I think it'd be hilarious to watch you try.
I would love to, because I'm curious. Do you think that they weigh a crap ton, or are they light because they're aluminum?
Well, they're hollow.
I know they're hollow, but that still doesn't make it not weigh a lot.
But they also have to withstand New York weather, where we always get a good storm or two every year.
Yeah.
And
so what you're saying is you think they're heavy.
I think they're heavy, or they're bolted. One of the two.
I was going to say it's either they're heavy or they're light, but there's some sort of bolting mechanism inside of them. Dang it. Hold on. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go. It's probably bolted, but still.
Why not A, why not B? Tell your number to edit 925. My camera's all gross. There we go.
Okay. So, with your journey, like, when did you start making your own? Because you went from the Disney Castle. Where did you go from there?
Disney Castle, I went to, God, I don't even remember. So after I got that, I think my husband, then I got the carousel. So then it became like, you're going to get a big gift of Lego for like a couple of years there. So after Disney Castle, I got the carousel, and that was motors. And I was like, oh, this is so cool. This has motors. And in between, I had built a crap ton of sets for my son. And that, my favorite set of his that I built that I claim is my unofficial set is Jestro's Volcano Lair.
Like, oh, cool.
That set is amazing. Cause I'm like, it's got like a Sarlacc pit and a spinning wheel of death. How much fun can you have with Lego?
Who doesn't
So
want killer Lego?
oh my God, I was like, let's go drown him. There's the sharp teeth. He's dead. Like I was playing with my kids' toys and building them at the same time. It was so satisfying. And at that time, I found Jang bricks online and LEV toys, and I was watching all of this stuff. Like, this is great. The Lego world's incredible. And then COVID happened. And that was when I found Sort Lug and I found Knee Lug and I found adults who enjoyed Lego. So that was how I got into, oh my God, there's so much more. Because I knew my brother was into this stuff. But even I found deeper than he did. He didn't even know about knee lug. He didn't know about lugs in general. So I was like, dude, there's a lot more to Lego. And I just whole assed that mother right there to TV. So, I don't do anything small.
No, you definitely dove in on the deep end.
Yeah.
And then you also joined, was it Ladies Who Lego?
Oh, yeah. That was the other one, COVID. The Ladies Lego Lounge of Facebook. Sorry,
that's it.
And Aaron can tell you that. That's where I met Aaron. And that's really funny because I built my very first mock and it was a vase. And I still have it. Holy crap. I think it's up there. Oh my God, it's right there. That's my vase. Cool. And I was Googling like, how do you make Lego round? Like, I don't know. Like there's no vase kit. So I was Googling how you make Lego round and how you make vases. And I saw this beautiful black and pink stud and like 1x2 vase that was so gorgeously round. And I loved the pattern of the black and the pink. It was Aaron's.
Oh, nice.
It was Aaron's. And I modeled my very first mock after Aaron's build. How crazy is that?
That's a great coincidence.
I know. So, and that was an aesthetic thing. Like we had the same aesthetic and it was like, okay, we like the color schemes. We understand proportions differently. It was such a nice surprise. So after that vase, then I was like, Ladies Lego Lounge, like I need advice. How can I fix this or whatever? And they were so welcoming. And then I met Megan Lum there. It was just such an easy transition to go between like Ladies Lego Lounge to like Sort Lug. And then I met you and I met Dave. And again, that whole diving into deep end, Tom. And I remember fangirling over Tom because I had literally just all of his labels. I had printed all of Tom's labels and I was like, the brick architect, this guy is incredible. Like, wow. And then I'm like, oh my God, it's actually him. He's like a normal dude. Like it just weird.
No, it's great. And during COVID, Sort Lug really was the best resource that I found because it was just all of like, I guess I want to call it like the smartest people
on the planet. Yeah. Exactly.
Like all the people who like write books and run the major websites all seem to have gravitated to this.
Freaking Marianne. I'm like, these people who have worked for Lego. Then you've got Stephen Cannon who was like programming. I'm like, oh crap. I literally went from like, hi, I'm a mom looking for Lego for my kid to, oh, you know the history of the engineering of the Lego and helped create that. Oh, that's nice.
But it was so great because we're getting like lectures on the most random things that nobody would think to ask and nobody would think to like just say, I'm going to do a lecture on the history of the Lego motor or something like that. And then we would sit there for like an hour and get like the most minute detailed, like
$10,000, whatever it was. Yeah. What was it? The Lego robotics?
It was the Mindstorms brick.
Yeah. I'm like, that exists? Like, how many people know that even exists? And it's just like, oh yeah, it was really funny. And then and I'm like, who are these people?
I know. Yeah. So it was such a great fount of knowledge at that time when we're all stuck at home and we're building and we're just like, I learned so much on those calls at that time.
I learned everything on those calls at that time. And everyone was so patient because I kept apologizing. I don't know if you remember. I was like, I'm really sorry, but I have no idea what you're talking about. Could you let a mom know here? Because that was back then when I was mom. Everything was mom. I was like mom persona. And I hadn't let myself do anything yet. I was still like doing it for my kids. And then I'm like, oh, wait, I can do this for me. Okay, heck with that. Kids, goodbye. I'm here.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the other thing, that everybody was very open. Like nobody talked down to anybody. Nobody insulted anybody. It was just very much like a very just open knowledge thing.
It was
And if you knew
welcoming.
things,
It was super.
welcoming.
Justin
Yes.
welcomed everyone the second they came on. Hi, Liz. Hi, Glenn. Hi, John. Like, and it was genuine. You could tell people were happy you were there. They were happy to share the joy and the love of what they all had. I had no idea what to expect. I literally thought everyone was going to be like a Bricklink seller comparing what was going faster or, you know, what was the hot ticket item. I had no idea what to expect.
Yeah. I mean, it was never, it's not that money wasn't talked about, but it was never the center of conversation.
No. And it was never how to use Lego or how to like upsell it or scam somebody. Everyone there genuinely loves Lego, which is awesome.
Yeah. And it was some of the smartest builders, so it was great.
Yeah. And like, how many people that I met through Sortlug now like work in freaking Denmark?
There is a significant number.
Yeah. I'm like, Jesus. I have no desire. Everyone's like, oh, did you want? I was like, no. You guys don't understand. Hobby, not job. Hobby, fun.
But there's also a significant number of Lego Masters contestants who've moved to Denmark since then.
Yeah, yeah, not me. No.
But
Dave.
how did these Zoom calls lead to you getting to Lego Masters?
Oh my God. So it's partially Zoom, but it was also Nilug. So Nilug and Zoom were both obsessed with Lego Masters season 1. Like everybody was like, this is a thing. And I had no idea. Like it was the only show my kids watched. And I'm like, this is so much fun. And we used to make our own little mini Lego Masters challenges. During COVID, I would literally have in their assignments for the day, like Lego challenge, like build a board game or Lego challenge. Oh, it was amazing. Like my kids were so damn creative. Like make a holiday set because it was St. Patrick's Day. Oh my God, it was because it's 6 years ago now. So it was St. Patrick's Day. So I was like, make a St. Patrick's Day themed like item. And my kids were little at the time, but one of them made like a shamrock. And then the other one made like a leprechaun hat or something. I'm like, this is incredible. So we had little Lego challenges with that. And I remember being on Sortlug and Jen was saying, oh, we're going to have one of the Lego Master people on. And I can't remember who it was. It might've been Moto.
Moto was there a bunch of times.
So yeah, it might've been Moto or Dawn. It was like
Dawn was there quite a bit. Yeah.
Was there anyone?
Although she was season 2.
She was, yeah. So was Moto. It was somebody from season 1 though, I thought.
Moto wasn't season 1 either. Now I'm gonna have to look. I'd have to look it up. I know Crystal showed
Moto
up.
Was season 2. Yeah, he was 2. But so anyway, they had somebody, and I just remember fangirling so hard and being like, "This is insane! Like these people are so cool." And then when Nilug, they were like, "Oh, we're going to the convention down in Virginia," and I'm like, "What's that?" And then I went down the YouTube rabbit hole of conventions and nearly, crapped myself, for less of a better word, because Nilug had just informed me that, hey, you're coming with us, but you need to build something, not a set. And I was like, I made a vase. And they're like, yeah, that's not going to set it. So I'm like, but I made it myself.
I can bring that too, but
I know. I didn't bring it. That vase cannot move. It doesn't have structurally sound. All right.
I think we all have builds like that.
Right. So I bought a bunch of books on Lego building. Because with that, joining Nilug and Sortlug and meeting all you people, and some people on the Sortlug call were talking about Virginia. I think you and Dave.
I was there,
yeah, they were all talking about Virginia, and I'm like, oh my God, I might go, and you're like, you should go. And my husband's like, no, you shouldn't. It's 9 hours away, and you're going by yourself. But if you really want to go. And I'm like, I'm going. So I went with Nilug, and what to build, and I had just bought that Elsa castle for my daughter for her birthday in June, and thought it was lacking, for lack of a better word. So, and I just kept thinking, like, this should be so much more grand. Like, it should have the big staircase, and it should be so much sparkly blue. It shouldn't be this pale pasty blue. It should be sparkly blue. So that was it. That was like, okay, I'll build a better one of those, because in my mind, I'm like, it's an idea. Lego had good bones, but it's not finished. It's not done. So
Lego has limitations.
It
that
does.
You
It
don't
does.
have as a custom builder.
Well, so with all the freaking Lego my family had been buying, we had amassed a gajillion points on the VIP program. So I went to my local Lego store and I got another Elsa castle free on points. So I was like, all right, I can do this. So I came home and I started building and I'm like, oh my God, this would look so great with a mountain. And then I'm like, how to make Lego mountain? Oh, burps. That's a thing. Nilug, do you have any burps? Yeah, I got 75 burps from Nilug.
Wow.
And then I went to my local Lego resale store, which is a thing that I didn't know existed. And I bought every burp the man had. He let me go through his like giant warehouse of Lego, digging through bins, looking for burps. I mean, he let me pay $1 a piece for them, which now I know is ridiculously cheap.
Yes. Yeah. Those things go.
So that was Nilug, Sortlug, getting me into you have to build your own thing. That's how I found my own thing that I'm going to build. And then it's like, oh crap, I'm actually going to this convention. Now what? So I don't know.
And then you get to the convention.
I know. I'm overwhelmed, man. So I get to the convention and there's so many stories. I mean, the convention was meeting all of the Sortlug people in the flesh.
Yeah. Okay.
But before I even met all of you, I was in line by myself acting like a tool because I do. Open mouth, insert foot. So everyone's wearing masks. It's still post-COVID. It's still like germs are scary, but we're here pretending.
It was August 2021. So yes.
Yep. It's like germs are scary, but we're pretending because we're in an open air building. The doors are all going to be open. And it was nice. It really was nice. And I'm asking the guys in front of me, hey, do you know if there's going to be any Lego Masters here? Because that's a great show. And you know, we have lovely conversations. I have blocked most of them out of my head for shame, because when we get inside the venue, they both, with masks on, give their full names for registration. And I know immediately that it's Philip and Randall from actual Lego Masters. So I was absolutely mortified. And they gave me crap the whole convention, and it was so much fun. Open mouth.
They'll give you crap for that, but
yeah, everybody does because I was like, oh my God, it's them. Now I could just text them and be like, hey, tool. I mean, joining that family was weird, but yeah, meeting all the Sortlug people, meeting I Heart Your Lug, whatever your lug's called.
I love New York.
Yeah, I love New York, meeting all the people, and I love New York because your drill sergeant is the one
Bader.
Like, huh? Bader?
Bader. Yes.
Yeah, I call him drill sergeant. So he's the one who had to be like, hey, this is where you set up, and I'm your team leader, and this is the thing. And I'm like, okay, now what? Like, I set up in 10 minutes and had no idea what to do. I'm like, okay, I have 2 days left. What do I do? And then like you and Dave, like, helped me immensely. I had to get to like my mini games that I was playing. I was so tired after driving 9 hours, and oh my God, it was a roller coaster. And I forgot all about like my build for a while because I was like, people, I'm doing Lego games. This is a thing. I'm playing with kids. Like, it was so much fun. And then I think World of Lights was like the first Lego event, right?
That's Friday night. They turn off the lights, anything with lights in it. They light up, the Great Ball Contraption goes.
And I remember thinking when I was doing my research, like, oh, the World of Lights is a big deal. I should make my build light up. And I had put, and they were new at the time, like the phone programmable lights or whatever on my Lego build, because that was the one thing allowed that wasn't Lego. Because it's like everything has to be Lego except for lights. And I was like, sweet.
Because Lego doesn't have lights yet.
Huh?
So Lego doesn't have lights yet.
They will. But so I had put that on and I didn't know how to program it. So it was a random mashmash of like, I'm lit up like the giant beacon, find me, to like, I'm going to give you an epileptic seizure as you're walking by me because I'm strobe lighting. And then I realized it had like a touch feature. So people would walk by and I would make it like pulse to their footsteps and stuff.
Nice.
So I had way too much fun during World of Lights.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, but it was still incredible. I was like, "Oh my god, this is great." It was so much fun seeing all the Lego stuff and being inspired by all the incredible builds, the
Yeah.
castles, and, like, I was right near the Bionicles, and I'm like, "What the hell is Bionicle? This stuff's so cool."
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of one of two ways that the Bionicle thing usually goes. It's what the hell is this, or what the hell is this?
Yeah, it's like, "Oh, what like, this stuff this is Lego?" And then you learn the whole as one does, you learn the whole history of how Bionicle actually saved Lego, and you're like, "What? Cool. Okay, I appreciate you."
And we had a whole episode with Andrew from BZ Power going over the history of Lego, or history of Bionicle, I should say, if anybody wants to check that out. But
Ding,
while
plugs, ding.
we're an ongoing show. But you were standing near Bionicle wearing...
Oh god. I knew you were gonna
Oh,
bring
yes.
this up. You
Of
were my
course I'm bringing this
bodyguard.
up.
So I
Yeah.
don't even know what I was thinking. Again, research led me astray because I thought Lego Con, Lego convention, like Comic Con, comic convention. People must dress up to go with their builds or their themes because that I had seen Brick Rodeo, someone dressed up like Mario, and that was everywhere.
Yeah.
Like they dressed up like Mario. So I'm like, that's a thing. Okay, cool.
Sometimes, yeah.
I thought it was more than a sometimes. So I bought the cheapest Elsa costume with like a $14 wig off of Amazon. I hadn't even opened it when I got there. And then the day of the convention, like public Saturday, I was like, yeah, I'll dress up as Elsa. This is great. So I went in the convention early because it opened early and I changed in the bathrooms and I come waltzing out and I'm like, nobody else is dressed up.
Nope.
And it was too late. It was 10 o'clock. There were people there. There was no escaping the kids going, Elsa, the second they walked in the door. So me and my big false eyelashes that I had never worn before, because I just felt like I couldn't see anything. I made it over to my table where for the next however many hours people came in, I got to be a Disney princess. And it was amazing.
And honestly, watching it from afar, the kids loved you. It was kind of incredible to see.
It was a magical experience. I have never had anything like that happen in my life. I could not imagine doing that every day. I cried so many times. That picture right there is from a little boy who wanted to give it to me on Saturday, forgot to give it to me, made his mother drive an hour back to the convention to give it to me the next day. I bawled my eyes out because I wasn't dressed up as Elsa and she was terrified that she couldn't find me.
Oh.
Yeah. So I went and dressed up as Elsa again the second day after all the chaos died down of like awards and whatnot. I went and dressed back up as Elsa because the mom was like, oh, we couldn't find her. And I'm like, oh, I should have done that. I didn't realize I had a fan club.
Yeah. No, like I said, I remembered you in that on Sunday as well, but that's why.
Yep.
You
I didn't come prepared to do it again. But then after hearing the disappointment because friends had told friends that Elsa was there, I had to dress up.
No, you definitely had a crowd the entire time. The kids loved seeing Elsa there.
It was
it definitely was a thing.
I was in so much pain from standing on that concrete floor all day long. I was not smart. I did not know to bring floor pads. I was such a newbie convention. It was my first convention. I didn't have water. I didn't have the floor pads. I didn't have snacks. You guys, Sortlug, like you specifically helped me out a lot. Yeah. You know that Tyler, season 1 Lego Master winner, helped me out. It was quite the rush.
No, we also knew because you were getting crowded, we kind of watched out for you because we knew it was your first convention. We know how it can be overwhelming for those of us who are just kind of like, I'm there in like a t-shirt like this and shorts. I don't dress up. I don't get the big crowds, but I see you there. I'm like, do you need anything? Do you need a drink? Do you need a break? Do you need?
I know. And I can't not mention Joe Mino.
Oh yes,
because Joe Mino was so sweet and came over and said to me, because Joe and his love of Disney, he literally said to me, he's like, why are you not a Disney princess? He's like, you are radiating, the kids are coming to you. Like he made me cry so bad because he's like, the kids are coming to you and they love you and you are exuding joy and just so good. I remember there were some parents who were using me as like a babysitter at one point, and you had to help me, like, be like, hey, Elsa needs to talk to some other kids. Could you come on now, like a Disney handler?
Yeah, we were there. We were there to help you because our stuff could get left alone, and
I had to play like Where's Olaf for like 10 minutes with this kid whose parents abandoned him. I was like, all right, maybe Olaf's over here. Or his mother was looking for it was so funny. I'm like, this must happen all the time at Disney. That's why they need handlers.
That's why they have the handlers, to keep them moving.
Well, and the adults.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as adults and everything's like, when you got a line of 10 kids, you kind of want to let the kids go first.
Yeah.
They were sweet. They were sweet. But yeah, that was a rush. And then Elsa kind of stuck because here we are, like, how many years later is this? 7 years? 8 years late?
About 5 years later.
No, we're 8 years later. Are we?
2021. It's 2026 now.
It's only 5 years? Yeah, because I was there before the show. Okay, that's only 5 years. Thank God. I'm getting old. Time's flying. But like, I'm still called Elsa to this day.
I believe
my students still Google me, and the first image that pops up is Elsa. Okay.
Nice.
I have to put it in my opening slideshow and explain it every year before I get a million "why did you dress up as Elsa" questions, because I teach middle school and they are vicious.
Of course they are. But we can't finish talking about this without bringing up something very important. At your first convention, you built this castle, you entertained the children, and you won an award for your build for Best Pop Culture.
I did. Again, I don't have anything.
No, not at all.
Not at all. So yeah, so I won for Best Pop Culture, and I guess there was something stupid like 600 entries.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
so there's 5 nominees.
Oh my God.
All attendees have a vote on the website. Not everybody votes, so I don't know what the actual numbers are, but
someone did take pity on me and show me the results, and like, I won by a landslide, which I guess never happens. And I was so overwhelmed. I didn't sleep that night because Elsa had a fun night.
Well, yeah, so Brick Fair also has Saturday night what they call the Adult Swim, where the adults, play poker, they imbibe adult beverages.
We have inebriated builds, because what else would you do at a Lego convention? Impaired build.
Exactly.
It has to be. No, but so I was recovering from that, and then I got phone calls and texts of "get your butt to the convention center, get over here, you need to be here," from like you and Dave and like 3 other people in Nilog. And I was like, what the hell's going on? I'm like recovering, please. Elsa had a rough night, so I finally get over there, and I friggin' won the Pop Culture Award, and I had to build the award myself.
Yes, that is part of the tradition.
I messed up building the award. Thank you. I'll be here all night. You too can be on TV.
Something to look forward to.
I know. So, I mean, the rest is really history, because that got the attention of everybody from Lego Masters. I was on like Beyond the Brick. I was in Joe Mino's journal. I was doing stuff for Dave and Brick Nerd all over freaking night. It was so fast, because as soon as I won that award, Beyond the Brick was like, we need to talk to this person, and did this big feature. And then I got all these requests to do TikTok stuff. And I'm like, what's going on? This is okay, cool. So I'm now like a Lego person. Oh, okay. All right, let's go. Lego person, here we go. So that was when Jen from season 2 was like, hey, I'm going to recommend you for season 3. And I was like, hey, that's the first thing I ever built. And that's the second thing I've ever built, being the castle. So I'm like, I don't think so. It's just like, you'll be fine. Build more. Yeah, there we go. Build more. There's the secret.
So how did that lead to
every day?
Every day. And so how did that lead to you getting on the show? So
she literally just put that seed in my head of like, you should do it. And I'm like, you know what? Why the heck not? Why not? I have nothing to lose. I just won this thing. My husband is incredible and so supportive, and he knows me and my ADHD. And when the dopamine hits, it's like chase it and life will be good. I have not been let down. Well, I have, but not catastrophically, because again, I don't have ask anything. Like I literally go into it with my heart and soul to be successful. So he was 100% supportive of me. So I would come home every day and build. I would research more articles. I would draw like different design ideas I had. I would research different techniques and I would build and build and build, all while sort lug was going on, all while I had people to ask questions to, all while I was just diving into this world and going back to work at my job, being a teacher. So I think nothing of it once I go back to work. So that's September. So we have the thing in August. I have the whole month of August. I'm building Lego. I'm in the Lego mindset. I go back to work and I'm like, Lego. No, I have to go to work now. But then I'd come home at night and come in the basement and sort and build and be like, oh my God, it's like 11 o'clock. I go to bed. Next day, I go to work, come home, still build. So I was still doing it every night, even though I was still working. And I probably shouldn't have been. But lo and behold, November, I get a phone call that's like, hey, we want you to be on the show. You should do the full application. And I'm like, no, I can't do that. Like, I got a job. Like, I can't do this kind of stuff. And they're just like, well, just do the interview. So I called my brother and I'm like, hey, do you want to do this TV show thing? And he's like, okay, sure. Why not? And then we get the list of everything that's required. You have to have matching t-shirts. You have to have a team name. And I'm like, my brother's never going to go for this. He hates people. Why do you think our basement is immaculate with Lego? Because he hates people. So we do one interview and it's like, nope, we're done. And then that was it for that. That was it. I just kind of didn't do much. And because this was after that was the second season. No, that was season 2 was there. Was it season 2 that Jen and Susan were on?
Yes, because you met Randall after he'd already been on the show.
Yeah.
I think it was airing while we were at the convention.
Yeah, season 2 was airing while we were there. Because what happened is my brother and I actually might have gotten hit. He might have gotten hit up or I might have gotten hit up just based on like Instagram posts or something for season 2. And COVID was still going on. And we were like, no, I can't do it. Because sort of like someone had said something and I built a few more things. I built like a purse and I built a few other things that they were interested in. Not Elsa yet. So. Yeah. Was it Elsa? Yeah. So, but no, long story short, Ladies Lego Lounge was still booming with ideas, still booming with great things. So after it fell through with my brother, the show was like, what if you found another woman? What if you found another like mom? What if you found someone whose kids were into a Lego as much as yours? And I'm like, oh, sure. Put it out on Ladies Lego Lounge. Erin pops up. Sure enough, she lives in the same state as me. I'm like, I know we have the same aesthetic. We like the same build styles. She can do the technical stuff where I can do the bigger, faster stuff. She can do motors while I can do, and I'm like, this is a match. This is going to work. So that was it. We both applied together and lo and behold, the Masshole Moms made it on TV to build Lego.
And I'm sure that word was really appreciated on the air.
That's what it was the entire time. Our wardrobe, our call sheets, our text messages in the morning, everything was Masshole Moms. And we were like, oh my God, I can't believe they actually put that.
Wow.
So, because we were originally like the Mass Music Moms or something, and we were wearing purple and it was very wholesome mom. But then our casting guy is from Massachusetts and he was like, they really kind of want some mass vibes. And I was like, do you want Bruins, Celtics, Patriots, or Red Sox? Because we got it all in this house. Hence my Red Sox thing right up there.
Nice.
And he was just like, whatever you got, do it. So Erin and I literally ran up to my bedroom, grabbed hats, jerseys, and like everything else, came running back down. I was like, is this good for you? And he goes, oh my God, there's the Massholes. And we were like, there we go, stuck. Like, we're going to be the Masshole Moms. And it was so much fun because you know me, I am not prim and proper at all. So the Masshole Moms was me. There's no acting. There's no persona. Like I got to be myself and it was awesome.
And it was very fun to watch that.
Oh my God. But they changed the Masshole Moms to Massachusetts Moms literally for filming the day we left. They were like, we can't put that on TV. Like, you said it. Like it was on everything official. It was incredible. Like Erin and I were like, are we really going to be this? Like this is going to be our name? So much fun.
It's hilarious that they even thought they might get that on TV or something.
Well, okay, so you're from like the New England area. You know, masshole is a term of endearment. It means that like we are real, and if we're mean to you, it's because we like you, because we tolerate you. If we're overly nice, it means go away. We can't stand you. So, but to the rest of the world, it's like, oh, that's so mean. How could they?
Yeah.
Oh, bless your heart. It's like, no, it's a good thing, lady.
Yeah, it's also very close to an offensive word. So
Very.
So that's just hilarious that they thought, hey, we can get that on TV. No problem.
I have so many pictures because I kept going, this is going to change. Like, there's no way. And I'm like, literally, my text in the morning, attention, good morning, Masshole Moms. Here's your call time. And I'm like, hey, your van pickup time. I'm like, okay, here's your wardrobe, all labeled.
All generic sports looking things.
Sports of Boston.
Yeah.
Go sports ball team.
Yeah. That's what I loved about your outfits, where it was just like, oh, that looks like a Boston Red Sox uniform.
My favorite was the Boston Celtics
Boston.
one that was supposed to be Celtics, but instead of green, they had it red font because there's no red. There's not a single lick of red in the Celtics, but they had Boston Shamrocks in red. It was awful. I'm like, okay, don't hate us, Boston, please. Don't hate us.
Did you get any smack talk for this?
We had no say because we were like, please get the rights, because the whole thing was it's a licensing deal.
Yeah.
You can't,
no, of course.
You can't have any sports licensing. I mean, they barely got away with sneakers. Sneakers was unavoidable. It's like you can't have no name brand sneakers. So we could all wear the Lego sneakers. We could wear Nikes, whatever.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody has to wear footwear. There's no way around that. But sports licensing is big money. And there's no way that they were going to do it on the budgets of Lego Masters.
Yeah, because you would think it's Fox, but it's not. It's like Endemol Shine, which is near, over there.
Yeah, it's Brad Pitt's production company. It's not.
Yeah.
It's Fox buys it from them. They don't actually produce it.
Exactly. Because if Fox did produce it, it would have. I don't know how much that would change. It was actually really good. I can't complain about the production. They did not skimp on stuff. Stuff was done well.
That's good.
Yeah. So, and I guess it was even better for the last season. Like Ian and Sloan said it was amazing. Like I was looking at pictures and I'm like, dang, like ours was good. Like every season it just gets better.
We'll see about that.
Oh yeah, I've heard some horror stories of Australia.
Yeah, I've heard horror stories about California. I've heard horror stories about Australia.
No, but California, like recent California, yes, but I'm talking season 1. No,
no, not so. Season 6, for those who are unaware, they did their normal audition process online, talk to people, and then they flew everybody out to Legoland, California for a week.
And some of them had bracelets, and some of them didn't, and some of them were yeah, that's how it goes. You always have the wild cards in with people you pick ahead of time.
Yeah, and people didn't understand that, and then there's angry people who went.
I know people don't understand it from a TV perspective, but from a TV casting, even with like Broadway shows casting and stuff like that, it's always like that. You have people you want to be there, but then you do have an open call for general public for a few spots, but not for everything open call.
No, of course. And then they filmed it in Australia, and
Yeah, and I feel really bad, like for any alternate teams. Oh, it's just so rough. The production's not good on that. I will say they did some dirty stuff there. Both all seasons.
I'm sure. I'm not going to go any further on the Australia thing because none of it's aired yet. They haven't announced who the teams are yet, and we don't want to get anybody in trouble. But just to say that we've heard stories that are floating out there.
Reddit has been like a plethora.
I'll have to look. I don't really read that stuff there, but yeah. But I don't want to get anybody there who was on the show in trouble. So
but they're done filming that now, right?
Yeah. So I do know that they filmed it August, September. It was still the same 7 weeks or whatever, 7, 8 weeks. So
Yeah, I
That
haven't
is
heard
fun.
anything about airing, but I have noticed that like their reels are starting to pop up more. And I'm like, oh, they're getting ready. They're getting ready.
Oh,
Like all of a sudden I'm like,
yeah.
whoa, there's another Lego Masters thing.
Yeah, the last month, even maybe 2, they've been showing a lot of like old footage.
Mm-hmm. They're
So I
starting to
guess they're
pump
trying
it
to
up.
get ramped up. Maybe it'll be a summer replacement show or something.
Maybe.
But
I don't know. I'll still watch it. I didn't watch the kids one though. The kids one I
same.
did like I never found the time to watch it.
It's still sitting on my DVR. But
yeah. No, because I knew a couple kids who went out for that too.
oh really?
Yeah.
Did they make it on the show? Or not? you don't know, you didn't
one
watch
of those I don't want to get people in trouble stories.
Okay, fair.
Yeah. It's weird. It's one of those like perpetuity, how perpetuity is perpetuity.
Yeah, they write those contracts with a very long clauses.
Yep. Oh, are you gonna run out of time? Do you
no,
run out of time on this or no?
We have as much time as we need. This is a podcast. We're not a network show.
Okay. I don't know if
We
it's
don't
like
have to cut to
Zoom where it
commercial
runs
or-
out on an hour. I was like, oh no.
Don't worry.
I didn't want to waste your time. I'm sorry. What other questions to catch on? Shoot.
So you filmed it all. You had an amazing time. You got to hang out with Will Arnett. You got to pretend to see
Chris Pratt. And Chris Pratt. It was like a dream. Like it never happened.
Wow.
Perpetuity? Is that in perpetuity?
Something like that.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I don't know if we're allowed, if you're allowed to say that story, but it's fun.
I have multiple times, so I really hope I am. Yeah, it's like a dream. He wasn't even there. He had COVID.
Oh. So it all airs, and how did it feel? It months later, you finally get to see the final product. How did it feel?
Okay, it was terrifying because we were told that it was going to air like a month after we were done filming, so we wouldn't have to wait. We were like, yeah, we finished filming in April and it's going to air May 29th. Let's go. And then May 29th comes around. They're like, yeah, no. You guys are fun to edit. It ain't ready yet. And we're like, what do you mean it's not ready? So then we get this frantic phone call of like, hey, by the way, we forgot we had a contract to promote the Jurassic World movie. So we have to show that episode because you guys did that thing. And we're like, okay. And they're like, you loved meeting Chris Pratt, right? I'm like, totally, best experience of my life. Good. That's all. Click. So then they ran that episode, which, oh my God, I totally forgot Chris Pratt was there.
Well, I know you were so intense on the building that, you know.
Exactly. It's like, oh my God. So yeah,
I know.
that happened. So we got one episode. We got one episode in June 6th, right?
Well,
and
I mean, the look on Stacey's face when Chris Pratt surprised her from behind.
I know. And it was crazy because we had all these convention tours planned. We're like, oh, we're going to go to Brick Rodeo and we're going to go to Virginia and we're going to go to Chicago because the show is going to air and everyone's going to know who we are. That didn't happen. So we had one episode and they introduced quite a few teams in that episode, I will say. Aaron and I were not one of them. We did not get introduced until I think episode 4. It was crazy. Like we were like, nobody knows who we are. Oh, well, we'll just have fun. It was great. I ran around Chicago. Nobody knew who I was. I was fangirling so hard. I was harassing Randall. Like it was so much fun. Payback. Okay. Randall harassed me how many times for open mouth insert foot? I kept running up and going, oh my God, Randall, are you from Lego Masters? And he was like, yours is coming, girl. Yours is coming. Like it was so much fun.
Nice.
So much fun. So, I mean, make the most of it. I was still getting to go to all these great conventions and I got recognized in a shopping mall of all places. I didn't get recognized at Lego convention. No. I got recognized at my local mall outside my local Lego store, not even in the store. And this one was like, are you from Lego Masters? I saw you in that episode. And I was like, oh my God, yes, I am. Because they had just done this big article on me in our local like news area. I got to go on Fox. I got to go like They had a guy come at like 6 a.m. to take pictures of my basement.
Oh God.
Yeah. And that was after taking a red eye back from Seattle.
Nice.
Oh my God. That was insane.
Well, it did
So
air.
all of those pictures online of me where I look like now, I was just really, really tired.
I'm sure. 6 a.m. I'm not a morning person either. So
I had literally just gotten back from Seattle and like gotten home, and Mark had texted me, the photographer's here, are you still awake? And I'm like, yep. After being on a plane for 6 hours overnight, I'm totally awake. Let's do this.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
sure.
I want to say you did air in time for Brick Fair, Virginia, though, I believe.
Nope.
Because I was getting
No.
Because I know I was getting videos of you from my niece of everybody saying hi to her.
Yep. And that was because of that one episode.
Okay.
The Jurassic one. So we
All
did
right.
not air until September 15th, I want to say.
Okay.
Because I was back at work and I had all of my students asking me a gajillion questions. And I was like, my favorite phase, you'll have to wait and see. Twitch. Because we are not allowed to say things. So the whole NDA is 1 year from the last episode air date.
Yeah.
So the last episode didn't air until the end of December that year. So I had to wait 1 full year before I could even talk about the show.
And now here you are, just spilling all the beans.
It's fine.
So what was your which were your favorite builds to do while you were there?
All of them. Seriously, all of them. Like they were all had great challenges. I am so in love with structure of a build, but also the creativity. So when building challenges came out, like I'm like, what a great idea. That I love challenging my ADHD brain. You kidding me? I'm like, let me show you how I can warp your rules and still make this cool. So the very first challenge of like the make something that represents your team. And I'm like, we had just learned how to do this really cool barrel brick bending technique. And Aaron and I had been playing around with ukuleles. I'm like, let's just freaking make a ukulele. And Aaron's like, yeah, that could totally work. I'll motorize it. And I'm like, here we go. So much fun. So much fun. Did it have challenges? Oh, heck yeah. That whole thing fell apart when we were moving it from point A to point B. But you're the only one who touches your build, which I think is so great about the show, because watching the show, you have no idea. But I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Like, why would I trust someone else to move it when I can move it? If it breaks, you put it back together. That makes so much sense. Yeah. So that one was so much fun. The second one, I loved Jurassic World. Okay. That was probably my favorite. We were the first ones to present, which was epic. When the judges have seen nobody else, this is the challenge they have in their minds, what they want, and then they see yours first, you set that standard. So like we got all the praise on that one too. Like normally they'll give you praise and like, but you could have done this. No, ours was like no notes. It was awesome. Like, great job. And Aaron and I are like, holy shit, like this is amazing. We might, because we go in with imposter syndrome. Every single person goes in saying, I don't deserve to be here. Why am I here? And we know how many people, like thousands that applied, that we were like, oh my God, I don't deserve to be here. I've only been building for like 4 years, blah, 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 blah. But everyone there was from all walks of life and it was fine. We got over it. So then the third one was the rodeo. Holy
that was crazy.
That one was terrifying. Like I was fully reliant on Aaron in that challenge, because that was so far out of my wheelhouse that I'm like, I'm gonna mess it up. Like I will gladly throw in my 2 cents, but I am not. The whole requirement with the physics, I'm like, hi, I did not take physics in high school. So that's
lots of technique, lots of movement, bendies.
Oh, lots of stuff that this girl did not know about. I'm like, I'll make her pretty. And then I gave her a front butt, which was hysterical. Oh my God. So I worked on the outfit and Amy ate up my outfit because I used all the cape. I literally hoarded, because they only have like 1 bucket of each thing. And once in a while they'll refill a bucket and you'll be like, okay, mental note, they have more of this. They had not a lot of minifig stuff. So I'm like, those capes will make pretty fringe. I grabbed the whole bucket, hoarded it over the table. nobody else can touch it. So I use those to make it pretty. Ta-da! And that's what I did in that challenge. I was quite proud of my making it pretty with her front butt on there, because I put the pockets completely wrong on her pants. And I was like, those don't look, oh yeah, that's the panels. I put the wrong panels. All right, cool.
Good job.
And then the fourth one was the treehouse, which was so much fun. Like, I love, aesthetic stuff. It was so hard in the beginning. Like, Erin and I were struggle bussing. Like, we were like, how the heck do we get this thing to mount? And then we just did what everyone else does. And we saw what everyone else did. And we're like, oh crap, we can do that. And then we did it. It was so much easier.
Each other.
Yeah. We literally were like, how are people mounting this? Because it's not like cheating. We're literally looking, going like, what are the options we have? Like, what would work with our build and with our tree? And we tried a bunch of different things. And then we were like, okay, that might work. And we kind of mishmashed what everyone else was doing and put it into our own thing. And it worked. And it was great. And we had so much fun. And I was super allergic to the tree and broke out in hives and didn't care. It was fine.
Better.
It's fine. It's all good. It was fine. And then the dog challenge. Oh my God.
That was my favorite.
Oh, good golly, break. Okay, first of all, Erin and I were like, we're doomed. We were literally like, I don't sculpt. That's all, Erin. I'm not tedious. I am big, right? And she's like, go for the small Boston Terrier, because you have to run for the leashes. And I was like, yeah, okay, sure. So I'm like, Boston Terrier, Boston Moms, it's made for us. Dalmatian for the firefighters, it's made for them. Cool. I'm going to go for the Boston Terrier. Freaking Greg, Coast Guard. I work out and run 8 miles and eat a dozen eggs for breakfast. Greg is like, I'm going for the Boston Terrier. And I'm like, duh. Literally says it to me. I'm going for the Terrier. And I was like, no, you're not. He's like, yeah. Good luck. And I'm like, I'm screwed. So then, of course, Crash breaks the table. All the leaves flying everywhere. Liam, who had just gotten the golden brick for something, is looking at me like, there's 2 leashes left. What are you doing? We had a Hunger Games moment, where Katniss is looking across for the arrows and she's like, no, I'm going to take it and run. And the other girl takes off. I looked at him and I was like, don't you dare. And I grabbed the purple leash, which was for the Puli, which was the mop. All right. Because it was the mop or Tank, the giant freaking bulldog. I'm like, no, don't you dare. Like, I literally stared him down. I was like, you have the golden brick. So I grabbed the mop and Erin was so mad at me. She was like, that one's impossible. Why did you get the mop? Why? Like, she was so mad at me. And I'm like, Erin, hear me out. You don't have to sculpt. Just saying. Yeah. It's a mop. I'm like, we can take Spider-Man vines and make Puli fur and it's going to be great. And she's like, okay, I see the vision. Okay, I got it. I'll do the head. Great. No problem. They don't have white Spider-Man vines. The whole basis of our build, white Spider-Man vines. They don't have them. They have them in black. So what did they have? They had flex tubes. Why? Who knows? But they had thousands of flex tubes. So I'm like, there we go. Problem solved. I took every white possible brick, tube, bearing, ball. What are those little things? The bushings.
Yeah. Bushings.
Any bushings. Thank you. Anything and everything that fit on a flex tube. And our dog had a gajillion holes in it because they literally ran out of bricks. So yeah, I love that challenge.
It's amazing.
I love that one. Our dog didn't fall apart. We never tested it. Nope. So we had boat weights. Thank you, Sort Lug. I knew what a boat weight was. Okay. Yes. And they had them. And Erin are like, our dog is way too light. The butt keeps going up because the head is so heavy, because Erin's beautiful dog head. Oh my God. She sculpted the gorgeous dog head.
It was very nice. Yes.
Oh my God. So, but the butt kept going up. So I'm like, Erin, boat weights. And she's like, we don't have boat weights. So like, we're flipping through the guide. Do they have boat weights in the brick pit? They don't have boat weights. And she's like, just grab another battery pack. Holy crap. So we used battery packs in place of boat weights to hold down the back of it. And that was Erin. And we shortened the legs. Didn't have time to test the sucker. Dog 1 breaks. Dog 2, stuff's falling off. Dog 3, the head falls off. Erin and I are like, oh, we're dead. We crawled down that. Didn't break. Safe by default. Let's go. All right. Favorite. It was awesome. So that was challenge 5, right? And then 6, the pirate ship. Okay. That could die in a fire. Never mind. I hated that. Least favorite.
And it sank to the bottom of the sea.
Well, no, actually, we built it like a tank and it didn't sink and they hated us.
Oh, even better.
So we were told by the guys, they have a pyrotechnic team. Okay, I want to work with the pyro team every day. Every day.
Who doesn't?
Like, the pyro guys have a visit for you today. I'm like, yes. So they come to your table and they give you specs on like how to work with the explosives. Yeah, I did that. I'm sitting here going, I got to work with pyrotechnic crews, John. Like, no one gets to say that every day. Like, it was so much fun. Guys who blow stuff up for a living. I want that job now. So they told us in the pirate build to leave specific spaces open for them to rig it with the explosives so the ship would blow up. And they're like, feel free to put little pieces, feel free to do stuff to make it, look cool. It's not part of the judging. It's just for TV. And I'm like, let's go. And ours didn't explode.
Oh,
the sides blew out, but the whole ship in the last shot is still standing. Meanwhile, everyone else is like, poof, smithereens. And we're like, I'm still standing.
Oh, no.
Yep. So that one I didn't love. And that was just because Aaron and I were exhausted and not communicating well. And I fully take all of the blame because I'm a type A, my way or the highway kind of person. And Aaron was like, I'm done fighting with you. Like, I'm sorry.
And was that your final build?
That was it.
Oh.
And it kills us. It kills us because the next challenge was a non-elimination challenge. And it was like all motor stuff, which is what we practiced so much. We had made an entire carnival in our little hotel apartment rooms. We had like hydraulics going up and down and spinning. We would have been so ready for that challenge.
Well, if they ever bring you back for one of the holiday editions or all-star edition.
They won't, but it's okay.
All right.
Yeah, they're not going to invite me back because your girl don't do the Lego social media game.
I see. That's how they're picking them? All right, fair.
Yeah, they want someone that they can help promote. Come on, man.
Of course.
Yeah. But it's
maybe
fine. Will I go back? Hell yeah. I would love to. It was like camp. It was so much fun.
Oh, that's awesome. It's the builds were amazing. It was fun to watch you. And unfortunately, we didn't get to see you win and get featured at Legoland and all that.
I know. I still got to go see all of them though. And holy crap, the people, man. I had an impromptu Super Bowl with Lego Masters Season 3 winner, Nick. It was incredible.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. Nick was in Boston and we got him an Uber to our house to watch the Super Bowl.
Awesome.
Yep. So
That's
him and
awesome.
Dave Shefkick just randomly, it was incredible. So like the Lego community is so fun and so inviting, and I do miss it. I'll get back there. Like this isn't going anywhere. I just have teenagers to deal with now.
I gotcha. Well, we're holding your space, as soon as you're ready to come back and just wow us all over again.
I know. I have so many ideas. I'm like, oh, that would look great out of Lego. I'm like, I have Lego. I know someone who has a lot of Lego. It's me.
Well, when you make your triumphant return, where will people be able to find you online?
Well, triumphant return, please. I'm doing a Lego event tomorrow.
All right.
At Liz P Builds, and that's mostly Instagram. I do have a TikTok and I never post it because I teach middle school. But yeah, Instagram is pretty much all of my Lego stuff, which is tied to the Facebook for all of the old people like me.
All right.
The Book of Face.
We can all catch up with you there. And thank you for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me, John. Nice trip down memory lane.
And if you liked what you heard, you can subscribe to Tale from the Brick wherever you find podcasts or on YouTube to watch the video version. If you want to save money on Lego, check out the Bargain Bricks app on iPhone, Android, and the web. And until next time, play well.